The most controversial brides to ever appear on TLC's Say Yes to the Dress. Shopping for a wedding dress is a major milestone for future brides, and TLC's Say Yes to the Dress gives those interested in reality TV stardom a chance to live out that experience in front of an audience. The show is full of both touching and hilarious moments. Fans enjoy watching women from all walks of life hunt for their perfect dress while crying tears of joy, fielding family squabbles, and having spectacular meltdowns. However, although there have been many memorable episodes over the years, the most controversial brides to ever appear in the series have gained notoriety for far more than just their gowns. Whereas most of the show's guests go on to live relatively normal married lives, some brides find themselves embroiled in problematic situations that live rent-free in our minds. From lawsuits to racist tweets, these women's stories make your average bridezilla's journey to the big day look completely tame. Here's how these brides' happily ever afters were derailed by unexpected drama after the cameras stopped rolling. Sherri and Apollo's famous fiancé was incarcerated when they met. Anyone who has watched Real Housewives of Atlanta likely knows Apollo Nida's face, but one woman was particularly starstruck, Sherri and Apollo. According to Daily Mail, Nida proposed to Apollo while serving time for a felony fraud charge, and she surprisingly said yes. Even with 4 years standing between her and her wedding date, Apollo shopped for her ideal gown on her episode of Say Yes to the Dress, Atlanta, and seemed thoroughly overjoyed with the whole experience. Apollo may have been all smiles during her appearance, but it seems that the couple has faced an uphill battle since the episode aired. In 2019, Page 6 reported that Nida went back to prison just a few days after his release, which undoubtedly put a damper on any sort of celebrations the couple may have had planned. Sadly, the couple faced more legal woes in 2024 when Nida was once again arrested. According to In Touch, Apollo contacted law enforcement after an argument between them turned physical. Nida was subsequently charged with assault. Although the honeymoon phase appears to be over for these two, Apollo explained to In Touch that there was a silver lining to this incident. It was a huge blowout between a married couple that has brought us much closer since then. We have worked through our issues and have been going to couples therapy. Dawn Harper Nelson went from princess dress to doping ban. Track and field Olympian Dawn Harper Nelson and her husband are one of the most memorable Say Yes to the Dress couples from the early seasons. However, it hasn't been all happily ever after for the bride who told her bridal stylist, "I want to have a princess look." Her wedding went off without a hitch in 2013, but she found herself in hot water with the U.S. anti-doping agency in 2017. According to NBC Sports, the athlete tested positive for a banned substance, which led to a 3-month doping ban. As the article notes, the substance in question was a diuretic ingredient found in a blood pressure medication Harper Nelson was prescribed. For her part, Harper Nelson was very open and apologetic about the incident. According to USA Today, Harper Nelson issued a since-deleted statement on X, formerly Twitter, describing the circumstances that led to her violation. "I never hid my use of this required medication, but did fail to fully understand how its administration was governed by current doping protocols." Luckily, this situation has a storybook ending. After serving her 3-month suspension, Harper Nelson went on to win a silver medal at the 2017 World Championships. Alexandra Godino sued the show. For bride-to-be Alexandra Godino, appearing on Say Yes to the Dress, got her more than she bargained for, a premature reveal of her dream dress on national television. Unfortunately for Godino, her episode was scheduled to air before her nuptials, meaning that her fiancé and everyone else would be able to see her in her wedding attire ahead of time. In an attempt to mitigate this situation, Godino filed a lawsuit against TLC. As she told the New York Post, "If I for one second, thought they would air this before my wedding, I would never have done it, ever, ever, ever." Ultimately, Godino lost her battle against the network and her episode did indeed air before her wedding. As New York Daily News reported, the presiding judge understood Godino's frustrations but asserted that she knowingly took the risk by signing a contract with the series. She could have said no and turned them down and they would have moved on to the next bride. Although Godino was the first to sue TLC over this issue, she reportedly isn't the only bride to have their dress debut on screen before tying the knot. But, while Say Yes to the Dress has many rules that its brides have to follow, the show unsurprisingly gives itself a lot of leeway when it comes to air dates. Claudia Oshry weathered a social media storm. "Many of us have done things in our past that we regret now, but it's a different story when those regrets become viral internet news." Social media personality Claudia Oshry had an entertaining appearance on say yes to the dress, but the controversy she soon faced was far less lovable. The girl with no job seemingly had it all: a great fiancé, a social media show called The Morning Breath, and thanks to her appearance in the series, her dream wedding dress. Unfortunately, a 2018 article by the Daily Beast brought some dark secrets to light that threatened Oshri's career. According to the article, Oshri and her three sisters hid a significant fact from their followers. Their mother is Pamela Geller, who is known for spewing Islamophobic hate speech. As the article explains, none of the girls have spoken out or denounced their mother's extremist views. In fact, the Oshri sisters have gone to great lengths to conceal their connection to their mother. However, the drama didn't stop there. As People explains, racist tweets that Oshri had posted as a teen also resurfaced, prompting the cancellation of The Morning Breath. Oshri quickly took to social media to issue an apology. As Oshri explains in the Instagram post, "I was a dumb kid, I was 16, I thought I was being funny and cool on Twitter, and I was not." Oshri and her sisters also gave a statement to the Daily Beast, which partially read, "We want to be clear to our audience and fans that our political and cultural beliefs are not anti-Muslim or anti-anyone." Emily Gotterup has to visit her husband in prison. When Emily Gotterup explained that her then fiancé fired her so they could be together, it sounded like a cute anecdote to share in a wedding toast. Unfortunately, David Gotterup's decision to fire his future wife likely had a darker motivation behind it. According to Forbes, the Gotterups' wedded bliss was interrupted by an 11-count indictment against David and his business partner in 2015. The indictment was the result of a massive mortgage fraud scheme David and his business partner concocted, scamming multiple victims out of thousands of dollars. However, the icing on the wedding cake is how David allegedly paid for some of Emily and his wedding expenses. As FBI.gov explains, David fraudulently applied for disaster relief in the wake of Hurricane Sandy and successfully obtained a $113,900 Small Business Administration loan, which might seem like a lot, but would be barely enough to cover the most expensive dress ever sold on Say Yes to the Dress. The article also notes, instead of using the funds to repair property damaged in the disaster, Gotterup used the money to pay for personal expenses, including wedding-related expenses in Cancun, Mexico. It doesn't get much worse than misappropriating funds intended for real disaster victims, and a Brooklyn, New York judge agreed. David received a 15-year prison sentence for his crimes. The most controversial brides to ever appear on TLC's Say Yes to the Dress. Since its debut in 2007, TLC's Say Yes to the Dress has captured the hearts of viewers with its emotional bridal stories and stunning wedding gowns. Set in the world-famous Kleinfeld Bridal Boutique in New York City, the show highlights brides searching for their dream dress while navigating personal challenges, family dynamics, and unique tastes. However, not every bridal consultation ends smoothly. Over the years, the show has introduced viewers to brides who sparked intense debates both on-screen and among audiences. Here, we explore some of the most controversial brides to ever grace the Kleinfeld showroom and why their stories left such a lasting impression. 1. The bride who wanted everyone's approval. One bride's story centered on her desire to please everyone but herself. Her entourage included over 10 family members, each with wildly different opinions about what she should wear on her big day. This bride's indecision and constant deferral to her entourage caused significant tension, frustrating Kleinfeld consultants and viewers alike. The episode sparked online debates about the challenges brides face in balancing personal preferences with family expectations. 2. The budget-busting bride. Budget constraints are a common theme on Say Yes to the Dress, but one bride became infamous for her blatant disregard for her fiancé's strict budget. With a $5,000 limit, she set her sights on a $15,000 Nina Tornai gown, dismissing her fiancé's concerns entirely. Her unapologetic attitude led to heated confrontations during the fitting and even sparked social media discussions about financial responsibility and communication in relationships. 3. The diva bride with demands. One unforgettable bride earned her controversial status by treating the Kleinfeld staff like her personal assistants. From demanding constant attention to criticizing every suggestion made by consultants, her diva-like behavior was difficult to watch. Fans of the show were quick to call her out on social media, criticizing her for her lack of respect toward the hardworking team. 4. The black wedding dress controversy. In an industry dominated by white gowns, one bride's decision to wear a black wedding dress stirred heated debates. While some praised her bold, non-traditional choice, others, including members of her family, were vocal about their disapproval. The episode highlighted the growing trend of brides breaking away from tradition and embracing their individuality, sparking a broader conversation about what defines a proper wedding dress. 5. The feuding families. Weddings often bring families together, but in one dramatic episode, the bride's parents and in-laws clashed over cultural expectations and religious differences. The bride's emotional breakdown as she tried to mediate the arguments left a lasting impression on viewers. The episode sparked online conversations about the pressures brides face to honor multiple traditions on their special day. 6. The bridezilla transformation. Perhaps one of the most memorable moments in Say Yes to the Dress history came when a sweet and seemingly shy bride transformed into a full-fledged bridezilla once she stepped into her dream gown. Her fiery temper and unwillingness to compromise with her bridesmaids shocked consultants and viewers alike, offering a dramatic reminder of how wedding planning stress can bring out the worst in people. 7. The mother-daughter drama. Mothers often play a significant role in the wedding dress selection process, but one mother-daughter duo took things to the extreme. The mother's insistence on choosing the dress herself led to a heated argument that left the bride in tears. This episode highlighted the delicate balance of maintaining family relationships while asserting one's independence during wedding planning. Conclusion. Why these stories resonate. The controversies surrounding these brides have made Say Yes to the Dress more than just a wedding show. Each story serves as a reflection of the real-life challenges that many couples and families face while planning their big day. The show's ability to capture these raw, unfiltered moments is what keeps viewers coming back season after season. As Say Yes to the Dress continues to showcase brides from all walks of life, it's clear that the show's most controversial moments are also its most compelling. Whether it's a budget battle, a non-traditional gown, or family drama, these stories remind us that finding the perfect dress is just one part of the complex and emotional journey to the altar.